On a positive note, I will say this, and most of you are younger than me, so this is a hard lesson to learn. Because we live in a pluralistic and democratic society, change is very, very slow. That's the bad news. The good news is, because we live in a pluralistic democratic society, change can be had.
That's right.
Change not only can be had, but in this area, it will be had. It will go slow. It will be had. I'm absolutely 100% convinced of that. Now, we live in a state that's going to go slowly, but we will change this eventually in this state. So what I would say to you is the only way it won't ever change is for y'all to get frustrated and give up. But as long as you keep fighting, there will be a day in this state where we'll celebrate stuff like gay marriage and civil union. I am frankly very committed to that, and I want you, every one of y'all, to stay equally as committed. And good luck.
Thank you. Okay. Next, I want to introduce Representative Brenda Gilmore from Nashville. And just a quick word, Representative Gilmore is carrying some of the bills that would repeal the state law that undid our Metro non-discrimination ordinance, so give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm here to encourage you, especially our young people. When we look back on the history of this country, anytime there's been significant change, it's always been because young people stepped out. And I wanted to come here today to tell you how much I appreciate your courage and to give you encouragement to continue on in the fight. I know that our numbers are not there, and sometimes you figure, why am I even in the fight? But we have to stay in the fight. There was a time when people who looked like me couldn't sit down at lunch counters, or couldn't use bathrooms, or couldn't use water fountains, or couldn't sit at the front of the bus. There were times when women couldn't vote, but we had to continue the fight. And I'm so sorry that the last few years in our Tennessee General Assembly, we've seen rights rolled back for poor people and for women, and we just don't want to continue to see those rights erode. There's nothing wrong at all teaching this in our schools. We make it seem like it's a dirty word. When I was a little girl, there were certain words they told us not to say that were dirty words. You are all good people. We are all good people, and there shouldn't be any word that we should be ashamed to say in our schools. Our children need to be in a safe environment, and the only way we can do that is when they are informed and when they learn about all parts of this country. So again, young people, continue to stay in the fight and let us know as adults what we can do to push from behind to help you. And legislative, you can always count on our vote. We'll be on the right side of the issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can always count on our vote.
And next, I want to introduce someone I have campaigned for and just love spending time with, because she's been a fighter for us for a long time, and that's Representative Sherry Jones, also from Nashville. Excuse me.
Hi. A couple of phrases just come to me, like, love thy neighbor as thyself, judge not lest ye be judged, freedom and justice for all. But we need to, all of us need to come together as people. That's all we are. Just trying to live our lives. What good does it do to stop using a word in school? Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't protect anybody from anything. It just keeps secrets. Those of us that are here from the General Assembly today, and many others, respect and love y'all and appreciate everything that you do. We're going to try our best to do what we can for y'all and for your families, because this involves families. It involves brothers and sisters, and it involves aunts and uncles, and just a large number of others. There are a lot of people that work here in the plaza, gay and lesbian, that a lot of people don't know about because they don't say anything. But it's okay to be gay, to be lesbian, to be transgender. All of that's okay. And we're going to do the best we can to try to help y'all and protect you. And we just appreciate all of you being here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Jones. We've got one last speaker I want to introduce, and he had one of the best lines from a debate years ago in committee, and he may not even remember this. But we were debating an equality bill, and Mike said, "We're a little bit long on Leviticus and a little bit short on Luke today." So I want to introduce the Democratic Caucus Chair, Mike Turner.
Thank you. Thank you. This guy's been helping me so much over the years. It's great. And I stole that line from a preacher named Jim Wallace, so I do this great line. Listen, we're at a tipping point in this country. There's a lot of the intolerance issues out there that we beat back during the 60s and the 70s and 80s. We've taken this kind of a step back in a way. But all that's fighting right now. And the next 4 or 5 years will determine the direction of this country. America's still going to be a great country. It can be a better country if we stop this intolerance and start working together. And I think the people who are for caring, who care about tolerance, on the side's going to win this fight. So keep your heads up, keep fighting. We're going to make it better for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.